Father's a very complicated man.
Oh, he says a few gruff words, but underneath it, I think he's really scared. And I would like to help him.
And I want to protect you, Erica. I don't want you to get hurt. I want to shield you of all pain.
There's a pain that you could never shield me from. And I know it's difficult for you. I know it's difficult for you, too.
Forgive me.
Well, what we shouldn't do is we shouldn't discuss it. Let's say goodnight.
Yeah. I'll speak to you in the morning.
Great.
We celebrate Thanksgiving in Canada only on another day.
I know you do. But I want to make your American one a very special day, one you will never forget.
Well, I hope you don't go to too much trouble because, frankly, I'm a little worried about you, Erica. You look tired. How much sleep did you get last night?
Well, I had a very restless night. I have insomnia now.
Do you know what your problem is? You need a man.
Alex.
I'm serious. Now, don't take offense. I'm really very concerned. You're a beautiful woman in the prime of life. There's no time to wither away.
Well, Alex, I'm leading a very full, very exciting life. I mean, not everything has to happen in bed.
Come on, Erica. You and I are very much alike. We need to enjoy all the earthy passions of life to be truly fulfilled.
Alex, you better hurry up. We're going to be late for that appointment with Dr. Hamill.
Think about what I said.
Suggesting leaving, I can't bear it.
Well, I've thought of a compromise.
Good.
I'm going to take a cot to my studio and sleep there.
Oh, Jeremy, that seems so Spartan.
No, I'll still be near enough for you to confer with me at any time.
Confer? Is that what we're reduced to? We're going to confer? Going to talk about tempo business? You're going to be gone from the life of this house?
Erica, I no longer know what to do to alleviate the situation.
But it has to be more than business. I mean, we have to have other times together.
Okay. I'll come for breakfast, for dinner. Lunch I probably won't make because of my work.
Thank you. Great, then I have that to look forward to. I have mornings and I have evenings.
Maybe you can start sleeping again at night.
You know, it seems just a shame for you to have to put up with a cot. I mean, why don't I get you a really beautiful king-size bed for your studio?
No. A simple, single cot near my easel will do just fine.
It's a very sad solution to our problem.
It's the only thing I can think of short of moving out entirely.
How could you be so heartless? I just talked to Dr. Worrell and he told me everything. How you stopped Nina's treatment so she'd never remember Cliff?
No, Daisy, you misunderstood.
No, I didn't misunderstand anything. bribed him with money for his clinic. You've tortured us all. And now you've locked Nina in the shadow world. PC? What's the matter? You look absolutely miserable.
Work backward in time and forge a new happy life, but well, that's just not possible. Instead, I've created this artificial world that hurts everybody.
It's not entirely true. She knows you. She loves you.
Oh, yes, but there's not much happiness in that love, not for either one of us. Nina's so totally confused. Well, it's hard enough for her, but it's even harder on you. You and Nina really are the great loves of my life, and it absolutely breaks my heart that you are masquerading around as some fictional woman who's totally cut out of her daughter's life.
You know, this doesn't sound like you. We've got to keep on hoping that Nina is going to get completely well.
Well, even if she does, I've caused a lot of suffering. I've tried to play God and create my own paradise, and instead I've created a hell.
Aren't you being awfully hard on yourself? You've done the very best you knew how.
You're being very easy on me. You've known very long time that I've been selfish about Cliff. I wanted him out of our lives, and by heaven, I still want him out of our lives.
I know. I can't criticize you. You took care of our little girl when I deserted her all those years ago. You've been the best father you could be to her.
I've made a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, well, so have I. So now we're trying to do the very best we can. If we keep doing our best, Nina, we'll get better. You will have the family you always dreamed of.
Awfully worried. You expecting bad news?
Oh, no, of course not. Everything's just going beautifully. Hey, you look lovely this morning.
Now, Father, you can't fool me. I know when you're unhappy and when you're worried about something, you're not still worried about me, are you?
I'm not unhappy. How could I possibly be? You're the joy of my life. Don't you know that?
I love you, too. Listen, it's a beautiful day out. Why don't we go take a walk down by the gazebo?
Can't do that. I gotta wait for the phone call.
But Miss Sloane can answer the phone.
No, I've got to be here for it myself.
Father, you have all these people working for you and you can't even take a few minutes to go take a walk with me? Honestly, I think Emilio must be the happiest person in this house. He's just a gardener.
Well, you're wrong, Nina. I'm perfectly happy just to be in the house with you. Yes, Myra.
Excuse me, Mr. Cortland. I do have some things I need to ask you.
Nina, why don't you go take a walk in the woods? Take your pad along. Sketch the woods.
You're trying to get rid of me.
Oh, don't be silly. No. Go on. Do a sketch for me.
Oh, Father, I don't understand why everything's so complicated now.
Yes, what was it, Myra?
Just wanted to check with you about the Thanksgiving menu. Something I want to say first. I have such compassion for you, Palmer.
Don't waste your pity on me.
It's not pity. I see Nina's not well. Nothing seems to be working out. You're suffering as much as the rest of us. I wish I could help.
Hello, Brooke. I was afraid that you weren't going to make it.
Hello, Solange.
didn't you want to do this?
I haven't the faintest idea. She's been acting so strange.
No, I meant it. I'm not standing for this anymore.
Okay, quiet on the set, everybody. Stand by. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello again, this is Brooke English, and here with me today is renowned French jewelry designer Solange Chevalier. Welcome, Solange.
Thank you, Brooke. I'm happy to be here.
How did you become a jewelry designer?
Well, first of all, I did not simply take an arts and crafts course as one might do in this country. I developed a sensibility to beautiful design through exposure to French painting, sculpture, architecture. One must first develop a refined taste before one can work successfully with precious metals and jewels.
Your taste is impeccable.
Thank you. I like to think it extends even to the men in my life.
No doubt. I'd like to ask you a personal question. Suppose a woman in our viewing audience has some odd pieces of jewelry around and she would like to have a new piece created from them. How should she go about finding a designer to create this piece for her?
Well, first and foremost, she should look for a continental designer. If not French, then Italian or even Spanish.
Why is that?
Well, my dear, because the American designers simply have not yet matured in imagination and quality. The only American designers I would recommend are the American Indians in the Southwest. Frankly, forgive me for being frank, but I think that American women have so much to learn about how to please and excite a man. They seem to be lacking in a sense of romance, mystery, and adventure.
Shall we stick to jewelry?
It's my passion. But let me make one other point. The most exciting moment in wearing a piece of jewelry is not when you put it on, but when it is taken off by the right man. Don't you have any more questions, Brooke? Or did the cat get your tongue?
Come on. What is she doing? Doesn't she know this thing? Come on, speak up.
Where's Father?
Just dropped him at the hospital for his treatments. Oh, you're sketching outside the studio, Alex and I missed you at breakfast this morning. Suppose Erica's out?
Yeah, she's out on business pertaining to the magazine.
I'm surprised you're not with her. Two of you are so inseparable.
She manages very well by herself, Natalie.
I'm not sure that's true.
Give up, Natalie. I'm not going to talk about my relationship with Erica with you.
Well, the thought never even entered my mind.
The thought is always in your mind, Natalie. Thank you.
Excuse me. Hello, Kane residence. Mrs. Hunter speaking.
Oh, Mrs. Hunter, I'm so glad I caught you in. This is Phoebe Tyler Wallingford. We met at that fundraiser?
Oh, yes, Mrs. Wallingford. I remember you quite clearly. How are you?
Oh, very well, thank you, dear. Feeling a little remiss, however, that I haven't been to call on you since our meeting. I was wondering, would it be convenient if I were to drop by for a little visit now?
That would be lovely, yes. Of course, I look forward to it.
Oh, good. I'll see you soon then. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, how odd. Why do you suppose Mrs. Wallingford feels obligated to pay us a social visit?
Phoebe Wallingford collects the right people. I'll be sure to leave you two alone as she checks out your pedigree.